And before I can go do what it is that I do, let's get a nice 3-card pull for you. Knight of Wands in reverse fell out. The Hermit in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune. And the 8 of Swords. You're not stuck anymore. You were never really even stuck. I'm saying stuck because the 8 of Wands, the 8 is not 8 of Wands, but the 8 of Swords speaks on feeling stuck, feeling trapped, feeling confined. All mental. But perhaps you felt stuck because maybe with this Hermit card, this is a card all about like isolation, introspection, just, you know, taking a step back from society. Not like I just kind of just stepping into your own bubble or whatever, shall I say. That's so funny. I was just on TikTok and one of my mutuals like posted like a video to like a song called like Solitude. So that's interesting. But the Hermit is in reverse now and followed by the Wheel of Fortune, right? Naturally, of course, when we find ourselves in these periods, it's for a reason, because when we are pushed into these seasons, it's so that we can, you know, naturally like really go within and get face to face with ourselves and to really sit with the truth of ourselves. And I'm saying truth as well too, because we have the 2 of Swords, right? Also, it's about gaining that inner wisdom, seeking that inner knowledge or whatever. Because truthfully, sometimes the answers that we're looking for and the keys and the solutions that we're looking for are only found within, right? And I will say now that we have the Wheel of Fortune here, right in the middle, what, you know, like, has that period thus far, what has it taught you? Because in every single situation, experience in our lives, there is always something to learn. There is always something to learn. Perspective is everything. Because whatever it is as well too with this Wheel of Fortune, it's going to be very beneficial for you as you move along, right? And earlier today what came into my mind, or it's just that saying in general, whatever goes up must come down and vice versa, right? We're supposed to have periods or seasons in our lives, right? We can't always just be like, you know, going. We need some time to really absorb information, or just, you know, to really regroup or to ground, or just to, you know, just clock in with ourselves, really. I don't want to say clocking because that sounds like work, and work is, but what's the Wheel of Fortune? Swiftness with this Knight of Swords, something swift. Yeah, the 6 of Swords, it's travel, it's walking away. It's a transitioning, more or less here. From what, or towards what? Three of Cups in reverse. That was like flipped over. I didn't mean for it to be flipped over. Page of Pentacles. Beginning something new. The Page of Pentacles, that's a very new energy. It's that energy of really being able to bring an idea into fruition. Yeah, being able to bring an idea, like, to stabilize it, shall I say, like, to, you know, it's beginning something new. It can be described as like a new career, but just something new, starting something new at. And whatever it is, like, you know, information or just the knowledge or the realizations or the aha moments and whatnot, shall I say, will really be helpful for you in this next phase, in this next period of your life, right? Yeah, the Tower. Change, that realization, those aha moments, those, like, like those, you know, and the Sun card. And then the Five of Pentacles in reverse, which is beautiful because that's like a feeling of quite like literally being in the cold, but we're going into the sun now, beginning to feel, stepping out of that isolation, really, more or less here, and beginning to feel the sun on your skin. I keep looking at this Eight of Swords, and I'm looking at how the moon is kind of just like siphoning or just draining this person, right? And it's important, as well to not allow, because the moon, right, that deals like with the subconscious, our fears, our anxieties, things of this nature, right? It's important to not allow these things, whenever they arise, to take control, right? It's, welcome it in the sense of don't try to shove it down or push it away because that's not helpful. But it's always telling you something, right? And the thing is, like, as well too, when we are going through changes and when we are stepping into something new that we haven't really before, that triggers up like a lot of fears, a lot of worries, and a lot of anxieties. But sometimes it's only coming up as from like a place of wanting to protect us. But these kind of mechanisms and whatnot, there comes a time or a point where they no longer serve us. So whenever these things do come up, welcome it and then release it, because it's not needed, I think that's all I want to say.